We want revolution.
Bookmark links on standby.
Log online, fan page loaded and ready.
Player stats, loaded. Health check, go.
Weapons check. Eyes check. Complete.
We have launched for the Informant podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Informant Podcast, your new source for information regarding Mafia wars from Zynga. Pistol Pete from Stockholm.
Live long and prosper.
And tonight I have with me Mig, Chainsaw Chester, Jana, Mig, Death by Gucci, and Jennifer, the Mafia Wars Loot Lady.
Have someone say, let's get this party started. But not me.
You just did. Let's keep that.
No.
So did everybody make it out to a meetup?
What meetup?
Well, we had the one in Denver. That was
Was
pretty
your
exciting.
wife laughing?
She was extremely laughing. See, me by nature,
Extremely laughing?
extremely laughing in an extreme fashion.
Yes.
By nature, I'm very quiet, very subdued. I'm not very outgoing. My wife was absolutely amazed that I was as, what'd she say? I can't even remember what she said.
Outgoing.
Friendly, and
Yeah,
outgoing?
no.
Yeah, I was outgoing and I was smoozing is what the
Yeah,
term.
you schmooze. That's good.
So I had a lot of fun though. I mean, met a lot of the same people we've seen at the previous meets in Denver. And we just had, it was a great time. There was a lot of people that the immediate question I always get is, am I going to get in trouble for using your scripts?
I get that a lot too.
You've got scripts too?
No, people asking me if they'll get in trouble for using.
There were people that at the beginning of the night that were afraid of scripts that he was teaching later. So,
Oh no. Welcome
well,
to the dark side.
advising.
Yeah, welcome to the dark side. It's not that dark, but we do have cookies. We had a good turnout. There were a lot of great people there, some new faces that I hadn't seen before, some old faces that I've seen before. And, we really did have a good time. And I'm hoping that everybody that had their individual meetups in their other cities had similar types of experiences. If you did, give us a call on the Rant line, leave us a story about what you guys experienced because, we want to share those experiences because to us, that's what this game is about. It's these personal interactions you get to have with people that you've never met before. And, now you get to put a face to it and you get to meet these people to realize that, they're just average human beings just like the rest of us and just have a passion for a game. That's...
Yep.
Hey,
I
I'm
think
not
it was
average. I'm unique,
Yeah,
just like
exactly.
everybody else.
just like
Post pictures on the fan site too.
because
Yeah.
we want to see them. We want to see lots of pictures.
And I
Yeah,
would like to apologize to the Las Vegas people that went to the meetup that I was not there. On the meetup site, there were 3 or 4 different sites set up, and I didn't know which one people were going to go to. And I was told that 10 were going to probably as far away from my house as you could possibly get at 6 o'clock. And
Like Denver?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I went far away, remember?
yeah, but
He
for
came
me,
even
it's
further.
the traffic out here in Vegas at that hour is ridiculous. And I honestly wasn't sure many would show up. And I know the other meetups, Zynga representatives went, and there was a lot of hoopla. But for some reason, it seemed Las Vegas got ignored in that. And I didn't feel 100% confident that people were going to be there. And I shout out to Walt D from Las Vegas. He had inboxed me, and I explained why I wasn't going to go. So I feel bad, and I probably missed out on a good time, but I'm hoping to set something up in Las Vegas, maybe when Pete comes out here.
Well, I think we have two more possible meetups we'll do because we'll do the one at the In-N-Out Burger in Dallas. And then the other one, I'm going to be in Vegas in July, and then one night we're there, we'll just do a meetup somewhere. But
A nice central location.
or on the strip somewhere, because that's probably where
That'll
I'll
be
be.
fun. Yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
cool.
And I think there's enough players out here.
Absolutely. So have you had time for anything in Stockholm this week?
I didn't so much have time, but the guys at Stockholm have been busy, and we've created quite the ruckus in the community. We finally released, after weeks and weeks of that, we're going to add the Spockon.me service to the Linkinator, the Getnator, and the Bagman Mugger. We released it on the public yesterday. it's phenomenal, the number of links that get created by Linkinator. And when we released it, we immediately started taking a beating from people that have written modded versions of different things to collect those tiny URLs. And so we immediately got blasted that we were, breaking everybody's code. And I guess the thing that my stance is, look, the reality is, no, we never created manual links first. I mean, they were out there. People would create tiny URLs for themselves for a long time. What we did and what we always do at Spock Home is we find a better, more efficient way to do it. And that's what Linkinator did. And it allowed you to create from your free gift page every possible combination of free gift links that you can possibly get. And including, we've gone so far as to make it even easier to create your crime spree and now your Brazil crew links and your mission links and so on, all with the Linkinator too, and the mini packs for the energy, absolutely. So did we create it first? No, but we did create a service with Linkinator, Getinator, and Mugger that allowed people to get them in a really easy to collect fashion. So immediately we start taking hits that, now all of a sudden we're breaking code worse than Zynga. And some people have been pretty crass about it. And the only thing I can say is, sorry, we don't know your services are out there because no one lets us know when they use our code for other things. So we have no way to communicate with everybody to tell you, hey, we're making these changes other than the way we have, which is to post them in the discussions, post them on our wall, talk about them on the podcast. The service that we've created, too many people were complaining that the tiny URLs were taking too long to create, or that they weren't always getting created because there was server overload and everything else. In our defense, those were not always our problems. The tiny service only allows so many links to be created on a daily basis by an individual server. So there's not a lot we can specifically do about that. So our answer and solution to the problem was go out and create our own service. And that's how the SpockOn.me service got created, was a solution to the problem that we hear every day on our forums that Linkinator's not working, it's hanging, it's this, it's that. So we've created a solution to our own problem by creating the SpockOn service. And to answer a bigger question, another major reason why we created the SpockOn service for URLs is that they only contain Mafia Wars links. You're not going to have a SpockOn.me tiny URL that's going to open up a page to someone's advertising.
Porn site.
Well, porn site, I said that on the last show. But yeah, no, it's not going to open up anything but a Mafia Wars URL. So you can feel confident that the URL you're going to be using is a Mafia Wars URL. Now, will it guarantee it's going to open up the mystery bag or whatever item that the person labeled it as? No, but you can at least feel confident that it's not going to open up something that's going to cause you a virus or cause you any issues with your machine. And that's primarily one of the other main reasons why we did this, was to create some kind of stable system that we knew would only contain URLs that would be safe for the community. If there's people out there that don't like that, the Linkinator still has the functionality to create tiny URLs and bit.ly URLs. Use it. We don't care, but I would encourage the other 99% of the people that want a safe, secure system to go ahead and use the SpockOn service. Anyway, that's kind of the long and the short of it, but I mean, our Linkinator is the second most popular Spocklet to repeat jobs. Other than that, I don't think we have anything going on big time. So, Jen, what's going on in Mafia Wars?
Oh, boy. Every time you ask me that question, I cringe because there's not enough time to answer it. I'm going to kind of generalize here. And I don't know if you remember, but we did make some progress with the PAC, and we were told that there was one more gifting event in the hopper. And I talked about this on the last show. And then we got just slammed with everything, a new operations, a new mission, a new gifting event, a new feature called Crack the Safe, which not everybody has yet, and it's very irritating if you don't have it because the loot items are so good and you want them, but you can't get them because you don't have the feature.
Do you have it?
No.
Okay.
I had to get screenshots from people that did have it. And what I worry is that it's relatively easy to get 5 new people in your Mafia. So these people are getting, 10, 20 of these loot items a day. meanwhile, like the rest of us just get to sit and watch. So the people that didn't get the event in the early days are going to be screwed. And I don't know many of the people in the player advisory committee that have it. That's been a topic that, we don't really know what's going on with this thing. It's another spam feature. They want us to invite new people into our Mafia. They're probably hoping that we'll invite people that don't play the game. So all this stuff just came out at once. So this quote we got, and we posted it. Everyone who writes a blog or, has a fan page or talks to their Mafia or families posted this quote out, and it seemed really nice. And then it kind of went against the grain of where that was going by getting blasted with all this stuff. And it did say gifting events. So I don't know if they misinterpreted us saying not so much all at once to mean no more gifting events. But it's more of the same there. And we did polls, and it's quite known in the community that we don't like all this stuff all at once. What they're going to do with this in the future, I have no idea. But for now, they're just pumping it out like crazy. And I don't even remember which ones I've talked about. We got a new friendly fire mission, the limited time missions, and I don't mind those because you get extra experience points as bonuses.
And there is better loot with these, right?
Yeah. The last 2 of the 6 missions, you get some decent loot items. Yeah, I don't mind getting the loot. I don't think anybody does, but it's like if you're going to give something to everybody, then you're not really getting ahead. That's just my take. But then the people that choose not to do them, which is why when you look at the poll results, and I know it wasn't a great poll, I just kind of put it together really fast, but one of the options I had was I ignore these events. And the majority of the people picked the last 3 that were kind of negative towards them. But very few picked I ignore, because we're not going to ignore them. We're going to do them if they're available. And you kind of get to the point in your obsession with this game that you have to do them. Like, I couldn't sleep at night knowing I had unfinished business. And I might be a little more crazy than most, but that's just kind of the drive of how the addicted players feel. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that's what they're going for, or why this is continually coming up. And it makes you kind of long for the days when you knew what you had to get. Any extra item here or there wasn't an obsession or something you were forced to do.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah. And so we're seeing a lot more players quitting the game. I don't know about you, but my news feeds, people I've played with for years, they're saying goodbye. It just seems more so lately than in the past I'm seeing it. I don't know about you guys.
Definitely.
And it's sad,
Yep.
People you've known from the beginning.
I know, but you know what? That's what's going to happen. People are going to bail out. They're going to get frustrated, and they're going to leave. A few will come back, but most will stay gone, and they'll find something else to.
The problem is the daily active user base is really close to falling below 2 million. And not too long ago, it was approaching the 10 million mark. And a lot of that has to do with energy accounts because they're useless.
But that's a huge drop.
It is, and it continues to drop. Like, I try to post them once a month. I have been ever since July. And, like last time I posted it, they were losing almost 300,000 daily players.
Wow.
And energy accounts have been dead for quite some time now. And that was their own doing as well. You nerf the gifting, you nerf, the trading market's just really at a standstill. There's nothing valuable to trade anymore. And the community may have contributed to that a little bit with, using the cloning scripts and getting all this hard to find loot in mass quantities. And I think Zynga's response to all that was, well, let's make the good stuff not giftable so then people won't do that. But then there was, that happens. Well, why would I bother to farm loot on an energy account that I can't even give away? So I'm not going to even play my energy account. And so a lot of the decline in, the past 6 months is a direct reflection of that. And I would be very interested to see if, I don't know if you can get this number, Pete, but a similar number to how it's set up with the application statistics to show users of bookmarklets. And I just know those numbers are going to be so close.
Yeah, we can probably dig something up just to see as a point of comparison.
It shows that those who use the tools are still engaged in the game. And those that don't are frustrated. I would hate to go accept all these gifts manually and do all that. I would just give up.
Anything else going on, Jen?
Probably, but that's all I'm going to talk about for today.